6 weeks ago, I came home to find that someone had watered my houseplants while I was away for 3 days. I assumed it was my wife. She said it wasn't her. I've been thinking about that moment every single day since. Not because of what happened next, because of what I should have noticed then. My name is Danny. I'm 31. I drive nights, rideshare mostly. The 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. window. Drunk people going home, hospital staff going to work, people who don't want to be alone with their thoughts at 4 a.m. My wife, Maya, gave birth to our daughter 8 weeks ago. Elena, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. Perfect. I took this house-sitting job because it was close to the hospital, close to them. The owner, a guy named Paul, late 40s, never married, works nights. I watch his place during the day. He left me a list. Feed the cat, water the plants. Don't go in the basement. I ask him why. He said, "It's not finished. Nothing down there but old boxes. Just leave it." I should have asked more questions. The first 3 days were fine. Nothing wrong. That was the problem. You know how a house has a rhythm? The way the pipes sound. The way the floor creaks. The way the cat moves from room to room. After 3 days, I couldn't find the rhythm. Not because it was chaotic, because everything was too perfect. Day 1. I made coffee at 7 a.m., left the mug on the counter. Day 2. Same mug, same spot, same angle, the handle pointing the same direction. I don't do that. I'm not a neat person. I put things down wherever. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe I was tidier than I thought. Day 3. The remote control was exactly where I'd left it. The book on the coffee table was open to the same page. The cushions on the couch. I'd slept on that couch the night before. They were fluffed, arranged, like someone had come in after I left and put everything back the way it was supposed to be. I checked the kitchen. The coffee mug was clean, dried, back in the cupboard. I hadn't washed it. I never wash it until the afternoon. Someone had been in the house while I was working. Day 4. I got a text from Maya. "Did you come by the hospital last night? The nurses said someone was asking about Elena." I wasn't at the hospital last night. I was here, sleeping. I asked her who. "A man. Said he was your brother. Said he wanted to meet his niece." I don't have a brother. I called the hospital. They said the man left before anyone could get his name. Security reviewed the footage. The cameras didn't catch his face. Just his back, dark jacket, standing at the nursery window. Not moving. For 45 minutes. I asked Maya if she was okay. She said yes. But her voice was wrong. Flat. Distant. Like she was reading from a script. Day 5. I found the list. I was in the utility closet, looking for a new light bulb. The water heater was there. Old. Rusty. On the back of the access panel, the side you can't see unless you take the whole thing off, there was a list. Handwritten in black marker. Names. Dates. Dozens of them. The last name on the list was mine. Danny. Today's date. The names above mine, I didn't recognize any of them. But the dates next to them, 7 days apart. Every single one. 7 days. Then the next name. 7 days. Then the next. I checked the date on the wall. Day 5. 2 days left. 2 days until the next name. I tried to call Maya. No signal. I tried to call Paul. No answer. I tried 911. The call wouldn't go through. I was trapped. I told myself it was a prank. Paul had a weird sense of humor. The list was old. The dates were from years ago. I told myself a lot of things. I didn't believe any of them. That night, I heard the humming. Not loud, not musical. Low, tuneless. inconsistent, coming from below the floorboards. I pressed my ear to the floor. The humming stopped, then started again, moving. From the kitchen to the hallway, from the hallway to the bedroom, following my path. Like someone was walking beneath the floor, humming the same wrong notes. I went to the basement door. It was locked. The key was on Paul's keyring. I unlocked it. The stairs were dark. The light at the bottom didn't work. I walked down slowly, one step at a time. The humming was louder now, coming from everywhere. At the bottom of the stairs, I found a room. Not a basement, a room, fully furnished. Bed, desk, chair. Photographs on the wall. Photographs of me. Me sleeping in the guest room. Me making coffee in the kitchen. Me sitting on the couch watching TV. Me holding my phone, trying to call my wife. The angles were wrong. Not from a camera, from someone standing in the room with me, watching, waiting. The most recent photo was taken today, while I was in the utility closet, finding the list. In the photo, I'm looking at the water heater, but in the background, reflected in the metal, there's someone standing behind me. I turned around. No one was there. But the humming stopped. I ran upstairs, locked the basement door, pushed the couch against it. My phone was at 8%. I tried calling Maya again. She answered, but it wasn't her voice. It was her words, her cadence, her breath patterns. But something was wrong. The pauses were too long. The emphasis was on the wrong syllables. "Danny," it said. "The baby's fine. She's sleeping. She has your eyes." Maya never says that. Maya always says Elena has her eyes, not mine. Whoever was on the phone, whatever was on the phone, didn't know that. I asked it, "Who is this?" Silence. Then, "I've been watching you for 5 days, Danny. I know how you walk, how you talk, how you laugh. I know how you hold your daughter, how you kiss your wife. I know everything except one thing. Your voice when you're scared. I've never heard you scared. Until now." The call ended. I checked my phone. The call wasn't in my history. No record. But there was a new photo in my camera roll, taken 2 minutes ago. Me, sitting on the floor, back against the couch, phone in my hand. Behind me, reflected in the dark screen of the TV, someone was standing. Same jacket, same pants. No face. Just a shape. I didn't take that photo. I was holding my phone. The camera wasn't open. But there it was, in my gallery, time-stamped, location tagged. The location was my house, not the one I was sitting in. My house, where Maya and Elena were sleeping. I ran, out the back door, down the street. I didn't look back. I ran until I couldn't run anymore. I'm in my car now, driving. I don't know where I'm going. My phone is at 3%. I have 17 missed calls from Maya. I called her back. She answered. Her real voice. Tired. Scared. "Danny, where are you? Someone was in the house. The police came. They didn't find anyone. But the baby wouldn't stop crying. She was looking at the closet. She wouldn't look away." I asked Maya if she was okay. She said yes. Then she said, "There's something else. The nurses at the hospital, they said the man came back. The one who said he was your brother. He was standing at the nursery window again. But this time he was holding a camera." I told Maya to lock the doors, to call the police again, to not let anyone in. She said, "Danny, the police are already here. They've been here for an hour. They said they got a call from you. From your phone, saying you were worried about a break-in. I didn't call the police. My phone was dead. It had been dead for an hour. I asked her what time the call came in. 3 hours ago, she said. While you were still at the house. I wasn't at the house 3 hours ago. I was here, in my car, driving. I've been driving for 2 hours. So who was at the house? Who called the police? And who's been watching my wife sleep? My phone died. I'm sitting in the dark, on the side of the road. The humming is back. Not from the car, from the back seat. I look in the rearview mirror. There's a notebook on the passenger seat. I didn't put it there. I open it. It's a journal, handwritten. The first entry is dated 7 days ago, the day I moved into Paul's house. Day 1. Nothing wrong. The house is quiet. The cat won't stop staring at the closet. Day 3. The coffee mug was in the same spot again. Same angle. Someone is in the house when I'm gone. I checked the basement today. The door was locked, but the key was warm. Day 5. I found the list. My name is on it. 7 days. Tomorrow is day 6. I can hear it humming at night. It's learning my voice. Last night it said my name. It sounded like me. But wrong. Day 6. I tried to leave today. The car wouldn't start. The front door wouldn't open. I'm trapped. It's going to replace me. Take my face, my voice, my family. And no one will know. Because it will sound like me, look like me. It will be a better me. I flip to day 7, the last page. It's done. I can feel it. My voice isn't mine anymore. My hands aren't mine. The man in the basement, he's not a man. He's what's left of all of us, everyone on that list. We're all still here, in the walls, in the floor, in the hum. And now he's going to wear me out, like he wore the others, like he's going to wear you. The handwriting changes on the last sentence. It's not mine anymore. Older, shakier. I look up from the notebook. The back seat is empty. But the humming is louder now, coming from everywhere. From the walls, from the floor, from the dashboard. My phone turns on by itself. 1%. There's a new photo in my camera roll. Me, sitting in the car, looking at the notebook. In the passenger seat, reflected in the window, someone is sitting, wearing my jacket, holding my phone, smiling with my mouth. The photo was taken just now, from outside the car. I look out the window. The road is empty. The trees are still. But there's a shape at the edge of the tree line, standing, watching. It's wearing my jacket, my pants. It's wearing my face. It waves. I start the car. I drive. But I know it doesn't matter. Because I look down at my hands. They're not mine. Older. Thinner. The hands in the photo, the ones holding my phone, those are my hands. The ones I have now. These hands aren't mine. I look in the rearview mirror. My reflection is wrong. The face is wrong. It's the face from the basement. The face from the list. The face that's been watching me for 7 days. I open my mouth to speak. The voice that comes out isn't mine. Day 1. Nothing wrong. The car keeps driving. I'm not driving it anymore. Something else is. Something that's been learning. Something that's been waiting. Something that's finally ready to go home. The phone buzzes. One last photo. Maya and Elena, sleeping. The timestamp is tomorrow. My neighbor stopped me in the hallway yesterday. She asked me a question I haven't been able to stop thinking about. She said, "Who was the man standing at your window last night?" I live alone. I don't have anyone staying with me. I've been asking myself the same question ever since. My name is Daniel. I'm 33. I run a small blog about unexplained phenomena, strange sounds, unusual sightings, places with history. Nothing paranormal exactly, just things that don't quite fit. Things people don't talk about because they sound crazy. I used to think people were too quick to dismiss things, too quick to say it was nothing. I don't think that anymore. I moved into this house 3 weeks ago. A small 2-bedroom in an old neighborhood. Quiet streets, tall trees. The kind of place where everyone knows everyone. I chose it specifically. There were reports. A few forum posts, a couple of old police logs. Nothing major, just people seeing things, people hearing things, people leaving in the middle of the night and never coming back. I thought I was prepared. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've investigated abandoned buildings, empty warehouses, houses that felt wrong the moment you walked in. I thought I knew what to look for. I didn't know anything. The first week was normal. Quiet. Too quiet, maybe, but I told myself that was just the neighborhood. Then I started finding notes under my door. Small pieces of paper, folded in half. No envelope, just slid under the door while I was asleep. The first one said, "Who was standing at your window last night?" I threw it away. Thought it was a prank. Kids, probably. The neighborhood has kids. The second note came the next morning. Different handwriting, different paper. Same question. Who was standing at your window last night? I started checking the windows after that. I didn't see anything. Not for 3 days. I'd get up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, walk from room to room, look outside. Nothing. Just the street, just the trees, just the dark. I told myself I was being paranoid. That's what happens in this line of work. You start seeing patterns that aren't there. I kept telling myself that. Right up until I saw the footprints outside my bedroom window. In the flower bed. Fresh. Deep. Someone had been standing there. For a long time. The prints were pressed into the soil like they'd been waiting. Not moving. Just standing. Watching. I took photos. Measured the prints. Size 11. Men's boots. The same brand I wear. The same brand I'm wearing right now. I asked my neighbor about the footprints. The one who left the notes. Her name is Mrs. Chen. She's lived in this building for 42 years. She knows everything about everyone. I showed her the photos. She looked at them for a long time. Then she looked at me. She said, "The man at your window has been coming here for 30 years. He comes to every new tenant. He stands at the window. He watches. And then one night, he comes inside." I asked her why she never told anyone. Why she never called the police. She said, "Because he's not a man. Not anymore. He was once. He lived in your apartment. He was an investigator like you. He came here to document things. He stayed too long. He watched too closely. And one night, something watched him back." I didn't sleep that night. I started documenting everything. That's what I do. That's who I am. I bought a map of the neighborhood, one of those detailed ones from the city planning office. Every time something happened, I marked it. A sound from the walls, a knock at 3 a.m., a shadow in the hallway, a cold spot in the bedroom. I marked them all. After 2 weeks, the marks started to form a pattern. I stood back and looked at the map. The dots, the lines I'd drawn between them. They formed a face. Not a face I recognized at first. Older, thinner, worn down in a way I couldn't explain. But the longer I looked, the more familiar it became. It was my face, 20 years older, but definitely mine. I put the map away. I tried to forget about it. I couldn't. The knocking started that night. Not at the front door. Inside the walls. 3 knocks, evenly spaced, at shoulder height. I knocked back. I don't know why. Instinct, maybe. Or something else. Something that wanted me to respond. The knocking stopped. For a moment, I thought it was over. Then I heard footsteps. Inside the walls. Moving. From the kitchen to the hallway. From the hallway to the bedroom. From the bedroom to my closet. I opened the closet door. Nothing. Just my clothes. Just my shoes. But the back wall was different. Warmer. Like someone had been standing there, pressed against it, waiting. I checked the map again. The face had changed. The marks were different. New ones had appeared while I was sleeping. The face was smiling now. I went to Mrs. Chen's apartment. I knocked. No answer. I knocked again. The door was unlocked. I pushed it open. Her apartment was empty. Furniture, clothes, photographs, all still there. But she was gone. On her kitchen table, a map, like mine, marked with the same pattern, the same face, and a note in her handwriting. I've been watching him for 42 years. He started at my window too, but last night, he was inside. I don't know how much longer I can keep him out. I called the police. They filed a missing person report. They asked me questions I couldn't answer. They looked at me like I was crazy. Maybe I am. I went back to my apartment. I checked the map again. The face was still there, still smiling, but now there was something new. A date, scratched into the wall inside my closet. Not by me. Tomorrow's date. I've been sitting here for 3 hours, watching the window, listening to the walls. The footsteps have stopped. The knocking has stopped. Everything is quiet. That's what scares me most. Because I checked my phone. I have photos of the footprints from 2 weeks ago. Size 11. Men's boots. The same brand I wear. But in the photos, the footprints are leading away from the window, not toward it. Someone was standing at my window, watching me. And then they walked away. But they didn't walk away from the house. They walked toward it. I checked my shoes. Size 11. The same brand. The soles are covered in dirt. Fresh dirt. From the flower bed outside my window. I don't remember going outside last night. I don't remember standing at my own window. But the footprints are mine. The dirt is on my shoes. And the face on the map, the one that's been watching me for 3 weeks. It's not a prediction. It's a memory. Mrs. Chen said the man at the window used to be an investigator, that he came here to document things, that he stayed too long, that he watched too closely, and that one night something watched him back. I've been documenting everything, every sound, every shadow, every knock. I've been watching too closely, and something is watching me back. The lights just flickered. The map is on the table. The face has changed again. It's not smiling anymore. It's mouthing something. It's saying, "You're almost ready." I can hear footsteps in the hallway now. Not inside the walls. Outside my door. They stop. Someone knocks. 3 times. Evenly spaced. At shoulder height. I don't want to open the door. But I've been documenting everything. That's what I do. That's who I am. I have to see. I'm going to open the door now. It's Mrs. Chen. She's standing in the hallway. She's holding a map. Her face is different. Older, thinner, worn down in a way I can't explain. She's smiling. She says, "I've been waiting for you. We have the same face now." I look down at my hands. They're not my hands. They're older, thinner. They're her hands. She steps past me into the apartment. She walks to the closet. She opens the door. She steps inside. The door closes behind her. I'm standing in the hallway now, holding a map. The face on the map is smiling. It's my face, but older. I don't remember coming here. I don't remember knocking on this door. I don't remember my own name. The door opens. A man is standing there. Younger, thinner, familiar. He's holding a map. He looks scared. I open my mouth to speak. I hear Mrs. Chen's voice come out. "Who was standing at your window last night?" His eyes go wide. He knows. He's starting to understand. He's starting to remember, just like I did. Just like they all do. Eventually,